Welcome back, everybody. If you haven't been watching the previous videos, then this is a 21-step guide for realtors and transaction brokers on selling a house. So if you haven't been following us, you can go ahead and watch the first video, but we're going to go ahead and get right into step 14 and 15. Step 13 was making your objections, resolutions, and waivers. So what step 14 and 15 are is kind of dealing with the repairs that have been needed in the objections and that you agreed to fix. So let's just put it this way. If there was a waiver and you don't have to fix anything, these steps don't apply to you. If you said that you were going to cut the closing costs, you weren't going to fix anything, these steps don't apply to you. But if you said you were going to go ahead and fix these things, then you have to, before selling, then these are the things that, these two steps definitely apply to you. So in step 14, you're going to need to go ahead and make appointments with your contractors. And this is going to be deciding what contractor you're going to use, who's going to give you the best price, who's going to be able to get it done the quickest. All these things are going to be extremely important when thinking about what contractor you're going to use, because while at the same time you want a great price, a lot of times you're going to need to get it done within a certain date before actual closing, before you go to the closing table. So it's going to be extremely, let's just put it this way, meeting contractors is extremely important, and vetting your contractor, deciding which contractor you're going to use is also an important step. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and tell you about picking a contractor is that it's something that a lot of house flippers say. You can pick out of three things: time, quality, and money. Pick two, and that's what you get. A lot of times you can't get all three. You need to pick which two are the most important to you. Well, that's not always true. That's a big saying among a lot of house flippers, and that's what I would recommend to you as a realtor when you think about repairs. Pick two. Do you need it quick? Do you need it cheap? Or do you need to go ahead and have it the best quality? So out of the three, you got to pick. So that's going to be step 14. It's just going ahead and picking your contractors, meeting with them, getting bids, seeing which ones are going to be the best. And then step 15 is actually following through with the contractors, making sure that they're doing what they need to be doing and that they're doing it on time. Like I said, you got to make sure you get it done within specific time before you hit the closing table. So making sure that you're active with your contractors, making sure they're getting it done is your job as a realtor, not as a seller. So you're going to have to make sure that they're getting their jobs done. Now, when it comes to paying the contractors, this is something that's different. A lot of times the seller will be paying for the contractors, but there is things that you can put in the contractor's contract that says that they'll be paid once the house has actually been sold, and that the title will then go ahead and give them a check. Or sometimes there's things that also say you're going to pay for them right away. You decide how you're going to pay for the contractors, but it's something that needs to be talked about between you and your seller. So those are those two steps, guys. That's 14, that's 15. Next, we're going to be moving on to making sure that you have all your documents ready for title and for the closing date. See you guys soon.